Now the philosopher says, I will go further. I will go further. And the philosopher says, the fundamental particle, okay, it does not contain anything, but it is coming out of an entity. It is coming out of an entity. As what? You have the whole atmospheric air. The whole medium air is there. And there, suppose there is a localized spinning. Yeah, localized spinning, what do you call that? What do you call that? The localized spinning portion. What do you call that? Yes, it's a very familiar name. Atmospheric air, there is a spinning light. A localized spinning is there. What's the name we give? Yes? Whirlpool. Or a storm. Some name we give it not. The storm, where from it comes? From the same air. The same air it comes. Is it not? So the atmosphere is so vast, but out of that, the localized whirlpool is born. Once it is born, it moves, is it not? It moves. It becomes different from the rest of the atmosphere. There is an identity for that. And then the radio or the TV will say, they will have a name also for that. What is the name you give for that? Yes? Some name? Kaja. Is it not? Some name, Kaja, they give. Then they will say, Kaja is moving towards the east. They don't say air. They don't use the word air. They will say the Kaja is moving towards the east with this particular velocity. Identity has come. And it can damage also. If it moves, it can damage also. So that small localized portion gets an identity from the rest. Similarly, the philosopher says, there is an entity, limitless entity. Out of the limitless entity, there comes a spinning portion. There is a spinning portion. The moment the spinning is there, it starts moving. And that is what you call the fundamental particle. So the philosopher has gone down and he has touched the source, that limitless entity, from where you have a small localized spinning, that is your particle. There is a particle, here is spinning a particle, here is spinning a particle, too many particles. They are all from what? From that entity. So, a scientist stops where? He stops where? Fundamental particle is not able to go down. But a philosopher will go down. And by an identity he will say, it is born out of what? A limitless entity. And that limitless entity, okay, is the source from which the particles are coming, particles combined, various elements are coming, elements are combined, the life energy comes, everything comes out of that, the whole universe comes out of that. So, the philosopher has a complete story. But a scientist doesn't have a complete story. He starts the story in the middle. Only from what? Only from the particle I will start. Below I will not go. Why you don't go? I cannot use mathematics there. I cannot use mathematics there. So I don't go there. Therefore, a philosopher will say to the scientist, however great you are incomplete. You are not complete. You are incomplete. Whether you are Einstein or Newton, you are incomplete. Why incomplete? Because you are not touching what? You are not touching the source. You just begin your story in the middle. So you are incomplete. Okay? That is why we worship the philosophers but not the scientists. We worship the philosophers but not the scientists, because a scientist doesn't have a full story. Whereas a philosopher begins from the beginning. He begins where? From the beginning. That is why we worship him. That's right. So now, that limitless entity, I say limitless. Mathematically you say what? Infinite. Mathematical language, infinite. Okay. You may still question the philosopher, where from that comes. Is it not? Where from that comes? Unless a philosopher answers that, he is also incomplete. He has to answer that. Otherwise, that is also incomplete then. So the question is, where from that comes? Now the philosopher says, think. Then that entity is what? Limitless, infinite. If the infinite is to come from something, that something should be what? That something should be what? If this is to come out of that, this is infinite. If the infinite is to come out of an entity, that entity should be what? There cannot be two infinites. Is it not? This itself has become infinite. It is everywhere, limitless. This has become infinite. There cannot be two infinities. So the philosopher says that limitless, infinite entity has not come from anywhere. It has not come from anywhere. It was there, it is there, it will be there. Okay? Why the logic is there, that's all. You understand the logic? Because if the infinity is to come from a different source, that source must be greater than this. And nothing is greater than infinite. So the question stops there. The question does not have a meaning. Not the answer. The question loses the meaning. From where it came. That question you are asking for finite objects. That question, you are putting the same question for infinite. So your question is wrong. Right? So it stops. So, that entity does not have what? Does not have a birth. Do you understand? That entity is not born once. Is not born. But that entity becomes a place for every birth. From there everything comes out. But that does not have what? Birth. So from birthless entity, the birth is coming. Is it not? Okay? So the question stops there. The question you are asking about the finite object, you are asking for the infinite object, so your question is wrong. There is no birth for that. It is what? Eternal. Eternal means? Eternal means what? It is ever there. Ever. It is ever. No birth, no finishing point also. It is forever. Okay. So that philosopher, he studies, he tells us about all the properties of the beginning. They are the philosophers. Okay, fine. Now we have seen that A philosopher has got a slight edge over what? Slight edge over the scientist. Because the scientist stops with that. But the philosopher goes down.